Hi guys, welcome back. It's been a long time since I made a book review, so let's review Belladonna series. Before I start, I really want to show you how gorgeous these books are because I'm in love. Like, look at the covers. They are absolutely stunning and I love the art so much. The reason why I picked this book is actually quite funny because I found this book at TK Maxx and I was like, I need to have it because it's only $4.99. And I was in love with the cover. Like, the artwork is absolutely stunning with all of these three books, but I was literally obsessed with the first one. And it was a cute small book and I was like, let me just try. I was getting into reading. It was in fall last year and I was like, I need more fantasy books. So I literally picked this one, but I haven't started reading it until like very late last year, like probably December, November, I don't even know. Like, I started reading it very late in the last year. Let me quickly introduce you to the characters because there are four main characters in this series. The first one is Signa or Signa. I don't even know how to pronounce her name correctly. The second one is Death. Yes, Death itself. The third one is her cousin Blythe. And later in the series, we've got Fate, which is really interesting because this series is a little bit different compared to the other fantasy genres that I ever read before. Normal people don't have like any supernatural powers. There's only death, life, fate, and chaos. Only those types of supernatural creatures have powers. The first book is heavily focused on Signa's past and present, and she's really worried about her future as well. But most importantly, she lost her parents when she was only a child, only a baby, but quickly enough she realized that she can communicate with ghosts and spirits and even with the death itself. Later, Signa is sent to live with the mysterious Hawthorne family and there is a huge murder mystery to solve. So the first book is heavily focused on murder mystery, romance, and all the supernatural aspects because Signa is realizing that she is having powers as well. But literally on a few last pages of the book, we are introduced to a new character, Fate. And that makes the second book very interesting. I don't want to spoil too much of what's going on in the second book, but all I can say, it's all about love triangle between the Signa, Death, and Fate. It all starts with the fact that her uncle is wrongly accused of a murder. She's literally a friend with Death and a Fate. With all that being said, her cousin takes place in this book and I really started to love her character because in the first book I was like, what's wrong with you? Like, Signa is trying to help you like all the time and you're being so mean. Everything changes in the second book. I'm starting to love Blythe even more. Moving on to the third book. I literally don't want to spoil anything to you, but this is so hard because I really want to talk more about the story, more about the things that has happened, but you need to figure it out on your own and you need to be shocked as I was shocked and I'm still shocked. Like, yeah, these books surprised me in every way possible. The third book is completely different compared to the first two books. This book is only heavily focused on Blythe and Fate's relationship. Blythe literally binded herself to Fate. All I'm gonna say is enemies to lovers. That's what I'm gonna say. And it's really interesting to see their characters change throughout the series, especially in the third book. I love Blythe and I love Fate so much. I think their relationship was so beautifully written, so magical. Like, I'm literally obsessed. And above that, Blythe is literally starting to realize that she's having powers too. This changes everything. But don't get me wrong, I love the first two books. I love Signa's relationship with Death and I really love the murder mystery in this. I really love it. But I was literally shocked, surprised, and heartbroken, and I felt almost every single emotion possible with the last book. No one ever prepared me that the last book will be like this mind-blowing. And I know so many people that only read the first two books and they stopped. I would say this is like completed story. Signa and Death completed story. This is focused on different character. If you started and if you read first two books, I need you to read this one because it will change everything for you. This book made me giggle, made me laugh, made me cry, made me fall in love, and I love how the first two books were like dark and mystical, and this book was like magical, whimsical, and completely opposite to the first two books. I love the world in this book. It was so beautiful. It was like I was watching a movie when I was reading the book, and also I was listening to like a fantasy playlist. It was so magical. It was so good. So good. But yeah, I know that I'm probably not the first one who would say this, but I was so heartbroken by the end. They deserved so much more. Like, I was expecting at least 50 pages after the end. At least 50 pages. Like, oh, I don't want to spoil anything, but like, they deserved so much more. I heard that there is going to be a novella after this book, even though this series is completed series. I believe so many people were like angry because of the ending, and I can see why. I was angry too. I'm still angry actually. You cannot tell, but I am still angry, and it was the most heartbreaking ending ever. But like, we are getting the novella. It's gonna be released this year, which is so exciting. I literally cannot wait. I wish they could have more time. Faith story, super heartbreaking, and Blight story, like, and the last 100 pages, I was turning pages like so quickly. I inhaled this book. So I'm gonna share my ratings, even though you probably know that the last one is the best one, the best of all of those three. I don't know. I would say like the first two books are like 4 stars, 4.5. I don't even know. Like, they're great books. Like, amazing. I love them. I enjoy them personally. But the last one, I'm not gonna give it 5 stars actually, because of the ending. Because of the freaking ending. They deserved more. 4.9. Only because of the ending. I wanted more pages. More. They deserved more. But like, novella is coming out, so I might give it a 5 star. Because of the novella, you know? Yeah, because of that. Lastly, all I want to say is that I was literally shocked that I would love this series, because there are so many different reviews online. There are so many people who said that it's amazing. There are people who said it's fine. And there are people who said like, it's not good. It's not for them. And I completely accept everything. We all have different preferences. We like different things. And it's so okay the way it is. But I personally love the series. And I would recommend it to you anyways. You should at least give it a try. You know, so if you haven't read the series, I highly encourage you at least stick to the last one, because the last one would like surprise you in the most shocking way possible. Let me know in the comments if you read this series and know which book was your favorite, because you know that the last one was my favorite. I just can't get over their story. It was insane. So thank you so much for watching this book review. If you like these books and you have similar books to read, let me know in the comments down below, because I love fantasy so much. And I'm really excited to read even more in this year, because I only started in the last year and there are so many amazing books that are coming up, and I'm so excited. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye guys.